This episode, wow, this episode, a little creaky apparently. This episode of Says Who is brought to you by you. That's right, you, through your support of our Patreon. That's our Patreon, where pretty much every Sunday, though, let's be honest here, not the last few, but that's okay.
We'll fix that with.
There are 250 for you to listen to.
And we'll,
that's a lot.
Should we record a chunky one this weekend?
We'll probably we should probably bank some.
Okay.
You've been on a rather unpredictable run lately, so I think maybe if we bank a few,
okay.
It's definitely your fault.
And if there's anything you want us to talk about, say it in the Facebook group or wherever, or send us a note, and we'll that way we'll address your concerns.
We'll bank a few. Anyway, where most every Sunday you do get this all over again. You get me and Maureen doing a little thing that we call the Town Watch. Envision what you're listening to, only somehow looser and less organized. Imagine that. That is available to you if you give it the $5 a month level. Throw another $5 on top of that. Not only do you get that, but you get a sticker in the mail every month because you become a member of the Says Who Sticker Club. What a club that is. It's a great club. All of that for you at patreon.com/sayswho.
I don't know if you just saw that, but I have a clothes drying rack next to me and I just reached over to adjust a bra. So
I did not.
Cool. Well, letting you know that happened.
Thanks.
Hey, pals. It's me, Maureen. Guess what's heading your way? The Velvet Knife. The new Stevie Bell mystery. Coming September 29.
That's so soon.
Yeah, it really is. Like, things are starting to move. I've got so much to do, Dan. So many things to do. So many things to do. Anyway.
Yeah.
Listen, not only I'll pre-order information soon. You can just pre-order from anywhere you like, but the special pre-order information will come probably closer to around 6 weeks before the book comes out. They really push it to sort of the very end of the process. I don't know why, but there's a reason.
Sure.
But spread the word. And here's the thing: I don't like saying this, but. Okay, for example, if people have Kindle Unlimited, I think all the books are on there and can be read.
Boom.
For free. I never say that because I don't, you know what I mean? But
I know what you mean.
But if you have it, they are available for free to read. So, if you want to tell anybody you know about them, say, hey, you should read these. You can read. I think it's all of them. It's definitely the first 3, but it also might be Box in the Woods and 9 Liars. So
there you go.
So yeah. So if you can spread the word about the Truly Devious series, just imagine you're walking down the street. You just grab someone by the scruff of the neck. You say, listen to me, motherfucker. Go read Truly Devious. Fucking do it. And then let go. And then just do the eye to eye, the 2 fingers,
Well, I'm watching your fingers.
Yeah.
That's good. Nothing could go wrong there.
That's my marketing strategy.
That's a solid plan. I think that's good. You must have submitted that to the publisher and they were like, gold star.
Honestly, the way things are now, maybe.
Well, if you would like to pre-order the old Velvet Knife or get any of Maureen's books or just get books in general, you can always go to kickbezosintheballs.org. That's our own little bookshop where we've got quick links to all Maureen's stuff and we've got the easy way of buying all kinds of things. So go do that. And hey, you know what? There's lots of other things you could do on the internet. Like you could go to merch.sayswhopodcast.com where we have a remarkable amount of Says Who merchandise. Or you could go to shop.dansinker.com where you could order a trying hat that I will then put in a box and mail to you. And you will make me so happy because I'll go to the post office and I'll have an interaction with one of the many different people that might be at the post office. And then I'll go home and I'll tell Janice all about it and she'll be thrilled to hear about that. You can make all of that happen. You can start that domino falling just by ordering at shop.dansinker.com. And finally on the internet, I would ask you, to put your ears to Rebel Spirit Season 2, Episode 4 out now. They're only 10. It's moving. This ball is moving. Episode 4 is fantastic. It's an entire episode-long conversation with Clint Smith, who is a remarkable human being. And I love that episode. Give it a listen. And that's the internet. That's everything on the internet.
That's the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dan. Hey down there.
Hey.
How you doing down there?
It's you're up there. You're up there.
So breezy up here on this beautiful tour of the tower.
Your tour side.
It's a whole new era for us.
You're up
mystical.
top.
I hope you like crystals, because I'm covered in them. Oh, there's a man with a lawnmower outside. Whoa, my chair is sinking. Did you see that? Okay, that's
You've
the new
broken
opening.
the illusion, Maureen.
Listen, I looked outside and there was a man, and then my chair, which is this kind of pneumatic chair, went all at once. It was such an exciting thing that happened.
I'm very happy for
you. Woo! I'm back, baby. Pew, pew. Oh. Ruga. You ready for me?
No.
Welcome to Says Who, a podcast without a podcast.
It's a coping strategy. I am Dan Sinker.
It's a coping strategy. He's a Dan Sinker. I'm a Maureen Johnson. Yes.
You're back.
Baby, I'm back.
You're back. I sent Maureen a text, I think on Saturday. Maureen has been in the United Kingdom. We'll get into that.
Yep.
And I sent a text and I said, will you be able to record at the normal time on Tuesday? When do you get back from the UK? And did you buy our house yet?
Mm-hmm.
And I got a response that said, normal time, okay. That was it. That's all I got. So then yesterday I sent a text saying, is the normal time going to work? It's this time in the UK. And you wrote back and you said, I'm back. And I was like, when did you get in? And you were like, Monday or midnight last night. And I was like, okay. And so then today I turn on our little conversation machine. And what am I staring at?
Tchotchkes.
Not Maureen Johnson in New York City. I'm staring at novelty houses balanced on a windowsill. You are in your parents' house in Philadelphia.
Sure am.
What the fuck?
Thank you for asking. Dan, the last month I've done nothing but be in transit.
Yeah.
I don't remember what episodes we were at, but right after I had to come down in the first week of May to help take care of my father for one night, we found out that week that he had an infection in his spine.
Yeah.
So then I had to emergency come right back.
Right.
And help get him down to the hospital. And then he was admitted. And then I went back to New York. And then he was discharged at the end of the week, right before we left England. So then I had to come back to Pennsylvania to help bring him home, get trained on the PICC line. He has PICC line in that has to have antibiotics 3 times a day. And then I got back to New York just in time to pack, catch a plane Wednesday morning so we left the house at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
The Wednesday night we arrived in the UK, got at the flight car, ended up in Cheltenham with my brother and sister-in-law. We hung out with them till around 1 a.m, chatting and having drinks. And then, Dan, activities just started.
Just went.
I was in Cheltenham for a week, and I thought it was going to be lots of time to sit around and think and talk and read. No.
Nah, man, shit gets wild in Cheltenham.
First thing the next morning, full family luncheon. Next day with Oscar's parents all day long. That's something else I can't remember. Also, my nephews were kind of coming and going in this. I don't remember what the hell happened Saturday. It was something. Then there was like a music festival going on. So I went to that on Sunday. I saw the horn section. I saw Alex Horn.
Oh, that's fun.
Yep. He threw a frozen
Did you guys
pea at
hang
me.
out?
No, he threw a frozen pea at me, though.
Okay.
It's a very funny song. They're great. It was so good. But then they were like, do you want to stay for... It's a big festival. This one was called it had W-Y, Woodwood or something. Anyway,
Okay.
it was the local... England loves a fucking music festival.
They do love a music festival there.
And I've never been to one. For whatever reason, I've never been to one. And I just finding out I haven't done a lot of things. Like we'll get to it. But turns out I just haven't done a lot of things.
Yeah.
And so then the band after the horn section was something called the Dub Pistols.
Okay.
Which was like a kind of dubstep band, I guess, that's been around for about 20 years.
Okay.
The first thing I will say about the Dub Pistols is that their lead singer was going, check, check, little louder in my ear, little louder in my ear, check, check, just a little louder for, I swear to you, 15 minutes.
Perfect.
Now, contrast that with the lead up to the horn section, Alex Horn coming on. Do you ever hear that song, How Long Has This Been Going On?
Yeah.
It's like a 70s song. Well, they recorded a version of that that's just that phrase.
Yeah.
Repeated. That's it. How long has this been going on? And it just goes right to the next phrase of it. They played that for a full hour before
they did a 24-hour fundraiser where they performed that song for 24 hours.
Just the musicians live, like.
Yeah, and they got guests in and that kind of thing. But yeah, it was like a telethon kind of thing.
It was very funny. It's funny when it's being played out in the open because you don't register it first, and then you just kind of go, well, how long has this been? Like, you just sort of tune into
and
it.
Then you fade in and out.
You're like, wait, what's... So then they came on, and then the dubsteps come on, and they finally were like, finally it was loud enough in the guy's ear. And he's singing his songs, and he's doing a little banter in between, and he goes, now I realize we have pistols in our name, but we're about love and not violence. The only bullets coming out of our guns are love bullets. And I was like, I gotta go. Like, I gotta go back. I can't.
Yeah, so, that sounds reasonable.
I walked home. I left the others at the festival because it was kind of like everybody kind of sitting outside, but it was also Cheltenham, so there's sort of fancy people.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of ex-bankers up there.
All right.
So, like, a lot of people with extremely expensive straw bags and white jeans. There's a lot of white jeans. So, yeah. I walked back. It turns out my sister-in-law had just hired an assistant, like a remote assistant. And I was saying, like, I have all this stuff. And she's like, you should meet my assistant. And I did. And that night I was like, do you want to come over? Because they were still out. And talk, and we talked for 2 hours, and I hired her, so I'm going to have help now.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
She's very mystical.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is cool.
You got a mystical assistant.
An assistant.
On a 5-hour time delay from you.
That's actually great because it's stuff that can be done whenever.
Yeah.
It's not time sensitive. It's just like, can you help me make this or that or put this in here or whatever? And then when I wake up, sometimes it'll just be done.
Look at that. Like a little fairy.
So, yes. Monday was, I went to London all day for meetings. Tuesday, they were going to take us on this trip to Glastonbury. It was a day out for Oscar's birthday.
Okay.
They're like, come on, let's go. Let's go do this thing. And we drove to Wales, where Hot Fuzz was shot. Let's
just quickly refresh.
Okay.
Glastonbury is where our future house is.
Mm-hmm.
Our future houses are.
Right.
We haven't spoken of them for a while.
Right.
But that's where they are.
Yes.
Under the shadow of the Glastonbury tour.
And now I have an update.
I can't wait. Maureen has given me almost no information here.
I have
up
really
to now.
not.
I am getting it live.
So here we go. First, we went to Wales where they shot Hot Fuzz, saw the cathedral, had lunch.
Okay.
Saw this little window with a string coming out of it that if a swan could come over and tug on the string and it rings a bell and then someone comes to the window and feeds them treats.
Did you see this actual interaction happen or just the string?
My sister-in-law did, and then they closed the window because they only have the string out sometimes. Oh, otherwise, the swans will pull the string all the time.
They'll just be giant swans. They won't be able to float.
Then we went to Glastonbury.
I'm ready.
Now, I'd put in a request to the real estate company.
Yeah.
And then I'd just gotten this email back. The issue was that the amount of time that we had.
Yeah.
I couldn't make the house viewing work.
Right.
Like it would have they would have changed the plans to do it, but I would have been wrecking a lot of planning.
Yeah.
They had to get home to do, it was complicated, but that didn't entirely stop us.
Okay.
So
you just broke in.
We walked up the Tor. Now the Tor is fucking high.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
Yeah.
There are steps, there's a path, but there's also a bus that takes you halfway called Tor Bus, T-O-R bus.
Okay.
It's funny. It's funny, Tor Bus.
Tor Bus.
Q-R.
I got
Tor
it.
Bus. It's funny. But it doesn't take you all the way. It kind of takes you to a level, and then it's just imagine a very sudden green hill. Just, it's boop, like a boob or something. It's just bloop. And there's this tower on top of it.
Yeah.
That's part of a shrine that, so it was we got up there. Very windy.
I bet.
Winds everywhere. Views for miles. You feel like you can see all of England from there. It's amazing. We walked around and kind of used the local maps to locate our house.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you is, we thought there was a stone circle next to it.
Yeah.
It's not a stone circle.
Okay.
It's trees. It's trees that have been planted in a circle that have things around them to help them grow.
Oh, okay.
So it's some sort of tree situation.
I like it.
So once we located that, we had kind of okay, here we are. So we were able to walk around the top of the Tor, and we're like, okay, boop, 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 boop.
And you found the house.
So there's a second pathway. We'd taken that kind of back pathway, so we went down the other pathway.
Okay.
Which we realized, as we went down, leads to at one point, you have to kind of leave the path and go through the grass, but there is a private gate in the back of our property that goes onto the Tor. Basically, there's a back garden gate.
That's our morning walk.
So the house itself looks like it's on the main road.
Okay. Yeah.
And it is, except we couldn't find it when we first drove by. We're like, where is it? We just see trees. That's because it is on that road, but it's behind a wall and a bunch of trees. So it's completely hidden from the road.
Yeah.
So it's totally private. In order to get there, so we had to park the car and go back. And then we walked up and down the sidewalk into this drive that's maybe, 30 feet long or something.
Okay.
And it branches two ways. It's a parking lot drive for two houses.
Yeah.
So there's one this way and one this way. And this way was our house. And I kind of crept up the driveway as much as I could.
Yeah.
Without trespassing.
Yeah.
I took pictures of the back of the house.
Was someone living there? Could you clock? It's occupied? Okay.
It's occupied.
Got it.
So we couldn't just be like, hey, and I thought about knocking, and I was like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of visuals on this house. And here's what I'm going to say. It's better than we want. It's better than we hoped. It's even better because it is so private.
Yeah.
But it's also, it looks like it's on the outside of town. It's not. You basically go down, and through this little archway.
Yeah.
And you're on the main street of Glastonbury.
How many crystals did you buy on the main street?
Now, here's the thing. I was told that there were a lot of crystals in Glastonbury. They're like, you are not prepared for how many crystals there are. And I was like, come on, you guys. I have been places. I have seen crystals. It turns out I was not prepared for how many crystals there are. Okay. This is some serious crystal bitch situation. It is just, you're blinded by the crystals. Every store, there were two bookstores I went in, And they were both like, do you need a grimoire? Like they were both, one, you could at least get like social justice books and like
Okay.
things like that. But the other was really like, it should have been called Do You Need a Grimoire? Like it was really like, it dealt with magic with a K, and it was like arcane magics in the back. Then there were crystals. If you need a goblet, or like is it a gauntlet that goes up and down your arm?
Okay,
like you know, if you need any supplies for falconry,
yes.
I got there are walking staffs on sale. Like you can just buy them outside of shops.
I love it.
Witchcraft materials.
Perfect.
There was one place that was just, I can only describe it as some sort of like vagina Walmart. It was just like very like, I don't know what it was. Like, I don't even know what they did there. It was just clearly like cooch. Like, I don't know. It was just like, it was like cooch positive. It was like, woohoo, you know, and it was just like, yay. And I was like, okay, I don't know what's happening in there. So then I went into, they had a big co-op grocery store.
Okay.
So I went in there for some stuff.
Yeah.
Now it was all like fun, organic. It was like a big natural grocery store. I was clearly behind a shaman.
Okay.
Who was in like, not robes, but like white flowing pants and tunic with like lots of like symbols all over it.
Yeah.
It was yeah. But there were also like kind of a lot of bikers and people smoking and stuff as well. Like it had that kind of element as well. And then loads and loads of pictures of the festival and people sitting in the mud with wellies on, listening to music. And you could just sense that once the festival hit, how bonkers this town must get.
I love it.
I also saw multiple properties that would have fit our bill, like multiple ones that were like 2 houses. There was one across the street from ours that had the same setup. So it was like, that was the good news. It's like, there are so many houses I've seen around here.
Yeah.
That will fit the bill.
Yeah.
Like we're not.
Yeah, but
lost.
Only one has a back gate onto the Tor.
It has a back gate onto the Tor. So it has I
want a back gate onto the Tor.
It's totally secluded too. So it's like, but it's also very public.
Yeah.
So you can sit outside like fully naked if you wanted to and just be like, and no one will be able to see you.
Finally.
But then then we had to get home early. They were having dinner at a hotel that night.
Okay.
Because it was like a night away. And then we had dinner and then we had to wake. It was so late. And then we had to wake up early the next morning because we had to go. We had stuff to do.
Yeah.
And we drove back via Cheddar Gorge. So I saw that, where I saw that you can get cheddar cheese flavored ice cream. And it's incredibly beautiful. It's just so crazy beautiful. And dogs are allowed everywhere. Every store had this. I was like, bring your dog in here. Things cool. And then we got back and then we had to pick up one of their 2 whippets from the daycare that she goes to. And the daycare, Dan, it's like 20 minutes from their house. Then you keep driving through fields and like you turn at a tractor and then you turn. It was raining and it was misty. And it was this huge, misty English field.
Yeah.
And there's like basically a small house, almost like a trailer. That's like the indoor part. It's run by a woman who wears like a Mac and smells of dog. And you go in, all the dogs are in there in their pens. But then she takes them out in groups to this fenced off area.
Yeah.
That was like the most magical, huge field. And they run around and they play together. I'm going to go back to Oscar's parents for something, and then we had to go back for something else, then back for something else, because Thursday was Oscar's birthday, and we had to get up and do stuff for that, and that, we had a cheeky Nando's, and then we went go-karting, and this family is serious about go-karting.
Wow.
And you have to wear a full driving suit, gloves, so you have to change your clothes into like
Okay.
It's a whole thing where you have to have your hair in like a snood. And if you have long hair like we did, we had to get like a special.
You weren't like Formula One racing?
They make you put on the special, like a well-fitted snood. Then they give you a full coverall racing outfit. You have to wear gloves and a full helmet. Then you have to watch it, like the directions, because these things fucking go.
Yeah.
Like, they're no joke.
Okay.
And then they also feel like your body, like your bones are being rattled apart. But a fast run of this loop would be 39 to 40 seconds.
Okay.
You can't really go like below that, but in the 40s was good.
Yeah.
Yours truly, it took me 57 seconds the first time. Second round, 50. So I shaved 7 seconds off my time. So while I was the worst, I made the most improvements.
Look at that.
But we're not done yet, because then we have to have dinner with Oscar's, like everybody, like the whole family for Oscar's birthday.
Okay.
And then the next morning we have to go because we're going to London. Then we get stuff. We go to London. We have the train to London, meet my friend Alexander. And then we have dinner with more friends. And then...
Hold on. Let me just understand the timing of things here.
Yeah.
You went to Wells, Glastonbury, and go-karted all on the same day?
No, Thursday was the go-karting.
Okay. Got it.
Well, it was Wednesday. Tuesday through Wednesday was the Glastonbury, Wells.
Got it.
And another town. It's called like Shrimpton Baskets or something. I don't know. It's something ridiculous.
I love Shrimpton Baskets.
And then Cheddar Gorge was the next morning.
Got it. Okay.
We had a big curry dinner on Thursday and Friday night.
Why not?
Saturday, hanging out, walking around, signing some books in London. And Sunday we spent, I would say, doing a shit ton of meandering because we had to check out of our hotel at 11. And it turns out that our flight was delayed and took off at 9:15 at night instead of 8.
Oh, nice.
So we just kind of
chill.
We just got to meander. It was a lot of meandering.
It's a good place to meander.
It felt like 13 hours, but Alexander, like, because of his stroke, like we had to kind of make sure that we were like, we just want to chill out and sit and drink coffee sometimes. So it was a lot of, after a while, I was like, I cannot even drink any more coffee. And then, Dan, we landed.
Yeah.
Got home at midnight, around 1 a.m. I collected the mail, shifted some stuff in suitcases. And then, Dan, yesterday I was in a car going to Penn Station. Now, as it happens, Dan, my train was at 3.
Okay.
And Penn Station is also Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. Oh, no. Right. Okay.
And this is where we come into contact with current events.
Yes.
So I get in the car. Now, from our house to the train station is like on a good run, nice and clear, 25 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
If there were no cars on the street, you could do it in 10.
Yeah.
I almost missed my train. Because first, as we were getting closer, I'm like, why are there so many cop cars like blocking off streets? Like, have there been accidents? Like, what's going on? Like, it was just a lot of things being blocked off.
So this was yesterday.
Yeah, this was yesterday.
Monday, the 8th.
Yes.
You did not know at the time
that
Donald Trump was attending the New York Knickerbockers basketball game.
I was vaguely aware. I was vaguely aware of it, but because we'd been away and so busy, like I wasn't really looking at the news that much.
Yeah.
And I knew something about the Knicks game, but I was not aware.
And Madison Square Gardens, where they play, is directly on top of Penn Station.
Right.
Essentially.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was driving into the fire.
Into it. I mean, they blocked off many, many blocks. They had security cordons, and they were telling people to show up hours early to make it through the various Yeah, okay.
Oh, I would say right around the time that yours truly was trying to go to a train, we were also behind. It was like a semi with like a big statue of a player on it. Okay. And then there was a branded coach that was following it, that was like filming it.
Okay.
And then as I arrived, there was clearly a player. He was wearing like a fancy suit and he was in a pedicab and he was being shown like driving, like being pedicabbed over to the garden.
Yeah.
So he was right there as I was getting out of the car. So it was like, I was like, oh, the Knicks game. Oh no. So yes, we drove into that and I almost missed my train. So.
Wow.
Yeah. So I drove directly into the news. I was there. I was probably one of the last pedestrians that was allowed to be on the sidewalk. So
amazing.
Yep.
I think that the player that you saw arrive was former New York Knick Jeremy Lin.
Do you have a thing of somebody in a pedicab being?
I just did a quick search, and the only pedicab thing that comes up is Jeremy Lin in the.
He had a beautiful suit on. He looked
Was
very
it
fancy.
green?
No, it was black. I think.
Oh, okay. Well,
like
Jeremy
suit.
Lin was wearing a black suit. I can see. He was also there with.
There was a woman in the.
There was a woman as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there were 3 people in the pedicab. We've sorted this out. Jeremy Lin, Iman Shumpert, former player wearing a dark green suit, and then reporter Malika Andrews. That would be my guess.
There we go. So yeah, I drove right into that. So I was home. I went from the fields of England directly to where Trump was going. To the beating heart of it, Dan.
Absolute madness.
Mm-hmm.
And now, after a whirlwind time in the UK, you're relaxing at your parents' house, I'm sure.
Well, first, because I was here to pick up the dog.
Oh, okay.
Because she's down here.
Yeah.
But then I'm here for a couple days to help my mom have a couple breaks because she's kind of stuck here because his PICC line drugs have to go in at certain times. And so she can't leave. And so if I stay here a little bit, she will have some help.
Well, there you go. Wow.
So it has not. And I was telling Dan before we started that my mother was in here she's like, I need your help making this appointment for him. And I pulled off all the stuff and gave it to her. And then she sat here and was like making the calls and like talking. And I was like, you need to go. You need to go in the other room. You sit. And she was like, what? I was like, go in the other room to call me back. Dan, get out. Get out. Scream.
Well,
Scream.
You're back.
Can I also make a recommendation?
Of course.
Between England and on the plane, I watched the show Ponies.
Okay.
And it fucking rules.
All right.
I
what is
love
this?
it.
I have not heard about this at all.
It stands for Persons of No Interest. And it is a spy drama set in 1977 Moscow where 2 wives of CIA agents who are killed.
Okay.
Kind of who were in Moscow decide to stay or come back to find out what happened to their husbands. But it's like a crazy, groovy 1977 Moscow.
Yeah.
But the only complaint I have is that the final episodes, one of the pivotal events is that an Elton John concert.
No spoilers.
Don't worry. The Elton Johnness of it doesn't like change the plot.
Okay.
It's just like everybody knows they're all going to go to this Elton John concert. And someone plays Elton John in it. That's like, the Elton John is not great. The Elton John was rough. I was like, that's not. But my complaint is this, and it's a small one.
Okay.
This show takes place in 1977. They are very, very specific about it.
Yeah.
Elton John did play in Moscow. And I was watching this. I was like, this is not. He played in 1979.
Whoops.
Now, clearly, they must know that. But if you are going to the trouble to set your fictional show in 1977.
Yeah.
And I realize it's fiction, so you can move Elton's concert there if you want. But why?
That's
why? Weird. And 77 is a better year. Like, I get when I did 77. It's just a groovier year. I get it. But there's no real reason for it. Like, the Elton John concert doesn't actually do anything.
That's a weird choice.
Like, they could have really been going anywhere.
Right.
Like, it doesn't change because it's the Elton John concert.
Right.
But someone clearly was like, we'll have an Elton John concert, and it all ends, and I'll have to go to the Elton John concert, and we'll get someone to play Elton John who doesn't look anything like Elton John. And then he'll say something like, are you here to escort me to the stage? And it'll be real wacky and like, I am, but it has a banging soundtrack. This show's soundtrack is absolutely off the charts good. And the 2 actresses are great. One is Daenerys, Mother of Dragons, and the other is someone I don't know, but she's fucking awesome, and they're fucking great. And it's all about how like they're called persons of no interest because they're the wives and no one pays any attention to them. They are persons of no interest.
Right.
So
amazing.
Yep, it's so good. I love it.
Well, there you go.
So I put it all on I put them all on my iPad to watch on the plane, the rest of them because I'd only seen the first two, and I thought I bought them because I couldn't get them any other way.
Wow.
So I paid like the $2 per episode to get them, and I thought they were loaded onto my iPad, and they weren't.
Oh no.
So Dan, I ponied the 25 pounds to stream that shit on the plane.
Man, you really went into debt for ponies.
I was hooked.
Wow. Okay.
I loved it. And also I started watching a little bit of something called Widow's Bay, and it's super funny. It's a horror.
Yes, Widow's Bay is on our list.
It's a comedy horror show, and it's genuinely great.
I've heard it's amazing.
It's real good.
We have been finishing up the final season of Hacks, which is great. Hacks is really wonderful. And I appreciate, it seems like this final season, they were like, you know what? Let's just let good things happen to these characters now. So it's nice. It feels good.
Ponies ends in such a way that if they don't give me season 2 immediately, I'm going to put my fist through a wall.
Wow.
It's a cliffhanger. It's like, it's a big ending. That look, and I've never ever in my life said that there was an unnecessary Elton John moment, but this one was just confusing.
Yeah.
And again, not the right year. And it was really itching my brain the whole time. I was like, because this was a really famous concert, because it was very, very hard to get performers like into the Soviet Union. So it was kind of historic because it was difficult to do. But yes, he very famously played
May 1979.
Yep.
Before that, the West German disco pop group Boney M became the first major Western pop act to perform live in the Soviet Union. That was in 1978.
Yeah.
So they had nothing. Oh, wait, this would have been amazing. 1977, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band played in the Soviet Union.
What?
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
You could have done the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band.
Yeah, it would have been a bit different show if everyone's like, we got to go see the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. I'm just saying dramaturgically that if you're going to do this, especially I think with a spy show that kind of, you have to pin certain things on reality, I think, if you're talking about, as they were, the KGB, you know, what it was like at the time.
Yeah.
That if you're anchoring in a certain amount of reality, then if there was no real reason to do it, like it could have been anything. It's just like there was like a big thing, but you could have been like, it's at the Bolshoi. There's a big ballet thing. Maybe it was
I am stuck in the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band here.
What was their famous song?
I have no fucking clue. Let's find out.
I know they had at least one famous song.
Their biggest pop hit was a cover of Jerry Jeff Walker's Mr. Bojangles.
Oh, that's them?
I guess.
That's a sad. I don't know why that song makes me so sad. Just sounds. But there's a whole genre of 70s songs that just kind of sound sad for no particular reason.
Yeah. I'm so confused here. The Nitty Gritty Dirt Band toured the Soviet Union. They were the first American band to ever invited. They did a 28-day tour of the Soviet Union in 1977.
I don't understand that.
145 million people watched their 1-hour Moscow television special.
One thing this show really conveys is that there is not a lot to do in the Soviet Union in 1977, which is why everyone is like falling to pieces because of this. That was the thing. It was a big deal.
Right. I mean, Elton John is significantly, especially Elton John in 1979, significantly bigger than the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band.
Elton John in 1979 was also not like, he was having a really rough time.
That was like the height of his drug use.
It was pretty high up there. Yeah. And he would have been suffering from a number of things, probably like bulimia. Like, he had a lot of issues at that time. Because it turns out that being repressed and not being able to tell everyone you're gay.
Yeah.
He kind of came out halfway in 1976.
Yeah.
He admitted in an interview that he also liked men.
Yeah.
And he had it was a huge blow to his career. So he kind of had enough and he wanted to tell everybody. So it turns out that forced repression does a real number on you psychologically, and sometimes forces you into drugs and other damaging things because you are overly famous and you don't know what to do, and you're in the closet, and you just have you just feel like you have no control over your life.
Yeah.
And your name is Reginald Dwight, and you were always like the little piano nerd.
Yeah. Okay. The New York Times, sorry, I'm never getting over that the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band was the first American band to tour the Soviet Union. So the New York Times, May 24th, 1977, Dateline Moscow.
Yeah.
The Nitty Gritty Dirt Band today completed the first Soviet tour by an American rock group with a concert in Moscow. We don't have anything like this here, a teenage girl said. There's never been anything like this in Moscow. The Aspen Band played to some 80,000 listeners during a 3-week tour under a cultural exchange program sponsored by the State Department. How many fucking spies were in their roadie crew?
They were all spies.
Band members said audience reaction varied on the tour. In Riga, spectators sat quietly throughout the concert. Then at the end, there seems to be some sort of poor thing. It says 20 Minlice. I think it was 20 police ordered them to sit down. The Kremlin has gradually permitted more rock music to be played, and bands from Eastern European countries have been well received. The Nitty Gritty Dirt Band.
I like that the next one is Boney M.
Yeah.
One of their hits is called Rasputin. That must have gone over big.
I'm just flabbergasted at this.
Yeah. Also, the 70s was a time where you could have a band called the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, and everyone, that's fine. It was okay to kind of be like you weren't country, you were just like a kind of dirtbag guy.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? It was different. You were just like someone that wore really smelly jeans, and like you lived in somewhere with a screen porch.
Yeah.
I would love to be a dirtbag and live with a screen porch. That's like a real goal of mine.
We could be the dirtbags of Glastonbury. I mean, granted, I think it's probably a pretty high competition level.
We could be the boys, Dad.
And we could be back in town.
What was that from?
That was from the DMs of the cop in ? Ohio, who was being catfished by a fake Paul Stanley from Kiss in his DMs. Literally nobody ever saw it but me. And I just entertained myself for weeks chatting with the fake Paul Stanley in the DMs. And at one point, Ron Dablowski, the cop in ? Ohio, proposes to him that he could come to ? and then we could be the boys and we could be back in town.
Dan, 2 other little anecdotes I'm going to tell you. They're quick. 1, our last day in London, a blind man was standing out. Like we were somewhere, and there was a blind guy, Australian guy, and he's like, "Would you mind hailing me a black cab?"
Hold on. You said a blind guy, an Australian guy.
Yeah, they were the same guy.
Okay. You just
You
said
can
it
be
like,
blind
well, of
and
course.
Australian.
Yeah.
He was Australian. I just happened to notice he was Australian. And he said, "Would you mind hailing me a black cab?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"No problem." And so I was like, "Hey, here comes one. I'll hail it." And I said, "Okay." And I kind of said, "Hey, I'm going to take your arm now." And I guided him over. He's like, "Yeah, thanks." And I was like, "That's great. No problem." And so I go over to the cab, and the cabbie was like, "Are you coming with him?" I was like, "No, he's just showing him where the cab was." And he said, "No, I'm not taking him."
What?
And he's like, I was like, "What do you mean?" And he said, "No, unless you come with him." No, no, no. And so I am gripping the cab door at this point.
Yeah.
And I was like, "You can't refuse him service." And he's like, "No, I'm not taking him." And I'm like, "Yes, you are." And now I'm in a fight.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "You're taking him. You cannot." And I was like, "You can't refuse him service. And I'm not letting go of your cab door. So if you want to pull away and drag me down the street, you can."
Yeah.
And so finally he was like, "Ugh." Like I defeated him by saying I was like, "Legally, I will fucking take your number plate." Like I realize it's not easy to be a cabbie, but at the same time, the whole point of the black cab is that it's expensive, but it provides a certain level of like security.
Yeah, I mean, that's what, like, some random Uber I get that they would be like, no, but it's like they have a code.
They have a code, and it's like a safe. That's probably why he was like, "Can you get me a black cab?" Because I want to, a nice, secure service. And there's a whole thing about black cabs in London. They have this thing called the knowledge. It like takes them 3 years to learn. They know everything in the city. There's like a code.
Yeah.
And there's legal protections around it. Like you're safe if you get in a black cab. It's all very protected. And so this guy was like, "I'm not going to take him." And I was like, "I will fucking fight you."
Good job.
I'm going to clean. But can you imagine? I'm not going to take him. And he was like, "I'm fine. I can get out by myself." And he's like, "No." I'm like, "Fuck you. Yes, you are."
Wow.
I didn't even know if it was the law, but I'm like, I am pretty sure that's the law. So I'm just going to say it is. I was like, "You cannot deny him service."
I would imagine.
The fuck you say.
Wow.
Anyway. So yeah, I had a fight. I had a fight guy.
Good job.
The second is that, so I get back to Philly and we're driving back towards our house. And my mom said, "This house always has their blinds down. I think they're nudists." And I said, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, well, they always have." I'm like, "There's other reasons you could just have your blinds down other than that you're nudists."
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Also," she's like, "Yeah, we had nudists that lived around like on the street and they always had their blinds down." I was like, "I don't think you're nudist if it only happens in your house. Like you can be nude in your house.
It's allowed.
That's totally fine. Like it's encouraged even, just go around your house buck wild. Like you can like press your butt up against your own wall anytime you want. It's fine."
True. Yeah.
And I do. So, yeah. And she's like, "Oh, I guess you have a point." And it was just one of those exchanges where you're like, "What?" Their blinds are down. They must be nudists. What?
Has she ever seen anyone nude through the blinds?
That's what I was like, no.
Okay. So there's just in her mind, there's some sort of correlation.
Yeah.
Between parading around in the buff and having your blinds down.
Well, it led her to say, like, because this room that I'm in right now, you'll see it has a lot of blinds. It kind of faces the back, and it has kind of windows all around on 3 sides of it are windows. It's really lovely and light. Just you have to keep the blinds down at night, especially because apparently our next door neighbor, who's a bit of a character, different guy from that guy, this guy over here, his friend is, I guess, got kicked out of his house and is living in his backyard in a tent.
Oh, nice.
So there are some people living in a tent in their backyard.
Sure. Why not?
So she's like, "Just keep your the blinds out at night because there is somebody living in a tent in the backyard."
See, I think this is preparing you for Glastonbury because I'm sure there will be people living in tents in our backyard from time to time.
There's a big tree line, so we can't really see them anyway, but I am looking out now and there's the tent. It's a green tent. I saw them earlier chopping wood.
Okay.
when I went down to look for if any new snakes have appeared.
Just get a new snake count.
I love going down and looking at our creek. Like, it fills me with a kind of deep and abiding peace.
Yeah.
Lots of turtles. We have snapping turtles, and the baby turtles are here. Little baby snapping turtles.
When you were in Glastonbury, did you go to the chalice well? Did you drink from the well of the cup of souls or whatever?
No, we did briefly walk around the remains of the abbey.
Okay.
And we saw, where the grave is supposed to be, and
the grave of
Arthur.
Yes. It turns out I have been there because Janice was like, I think Glastonbury is a place that we went. We went to the UK at one point when the big one was fairly little. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like I would remember that. And then I did like a photos search for Glastonbury, and there was the little one standing next to King Arthur's grave. And I was like, oh, wow, we have been there.
Here's the thing. So this is the remains of this incredible abbey. I mean, this thing must have been a fucking enormous, like, huge cathedral.
Yeah.
And it was destroyed when Henry VIII, so called the dissolution of the monasteries. And I always thought when he did this, because he was like, yeah, I'm getting rid of Catholicism, I'm dissolving the monasteries, and he basically did a money grab.
Yeah.
I thought he just went in and took stuff.
No.
Like, I thought when he dissolved them, he kind of was like, fuck y'all, and like took all their things.
Yeah.
And was like, you're not monks anymore, whatever. I didn't realize he burned that shit down.
He burned that shit down, and I'm pretty sure he also killed the priests and stuck their heads on pikes.
He killed the, I guess, the abbot.
Yeah. And yeah, head on a pike.
So he killed the abbot, but I thought it was more like, because they had a lot of money.
Right.
And I thought he mostly just took the money, which he did, but I didn't realize he'd also burned a lot of these places down.
Yeah.
Because clearly they would have been like valuable assets.
Right.
But I guess I don't think he did it to all of them, because there's obviously some that still stand, but
no, but Glastonbury was like the center of Catholicism in the UK at the time.
Yeah, well, he burned that shit down.
Or of Christianity, because there hadn't been a bunch of offshoots at that point, right?
Right.
Because literally down the street from our house, the rumor is that the fucking Holy Grail is buried.
Well, there was an offshoot at that point, and that was the problem. Germany.
Oh, okay.
It happened.
Oh, all right.
And that begins my troubles in high school.
There you go. I like that you went from like the,
but at
1300s to high school. Just made a leap.
I was the Protestant, walk around like with a bell around my neck. But in Wells Cathedral, they had this little book, like a free, like a little used book room. Like, it was a little beautiful little corner. It was teeny. And they're like, please come in here and buy a book for £1. Yeah. And so I went in there, and there was a nun in there. And I was like, hey, sister, what's up? Because she was looking at the books. And I was saying, and she's like, what kind of books do you like to read, or whatever? And I don't know what. I ended up saying, like, I write books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She was like, what kind of books? And I was like, oh, and I looked over, and there's a copy of Let It Snow in front of me.
Wow.
Like, I love it. And I was like, and I'm like, oh, this feels like a weird setup. And I was like, well, that's me. She's like, oh. And I was like, yeah. Anyway.
And then did she ask you a bunch of questions about John Green?
She's like, I love him. What does he smell like? And I was like, Doritos. Because that's the correct answer.
Speaking of Doritos, you know what I had this weekend?
Doritos?
I had a walking taco. It was so good.
Oh my God. I've never had a walking taco.
It was so good. And I will say, some brilliant marketer at Doritos now manufactures Doritos in a walking taco specific bag. So yeah, we went to a local football match, and they have like little farmers market set up, and there was a guy selling barbecue and walking tacos, and it was so good. Doritos.
Well, Dan, I just want to point, it is now 55 minutes in, and we haven't brought up the news.
We're not talking about the news today.
Something about well, look, come on, let's just celebrate the fact that Trump got booed and ran away.
Yes, in your fine city.
Yeah. How did anybody else think that was going to go?
That's the thing that's truly mystifying to me. I mean, it is a sign of just how much of a bubble that man is in. That he was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'll show up to Madison Square Garden. I will disrupt everyone, because one of the sort of defining characteristics of this NBA Finals has been that the New York has come into its own with all of these just sort of outdoor watch parties and, people gathered everywhere, including the first two games where they have been kind of official watch parties outside of Madison Square Garden. And they were planning on that for these home games. They first announced that they weren't going to do those. Then they announced that everyone that had shelled out thousands upon thousands of dollars for tickets was going to have to show up, hours early to get through the security cordon. And you've just got fucking Donald Trump showing up in New York City, period. How they didn't think, you know what, this might not go that well. Like, have him show up in Texas. He'll probably still get booed, but you'd at least got a fighting chance there. But yeah, that man got booed.
Yeah. Well, Dan, there's a second bit of good New York news aside from Trump being booed and running away.
Yeah.
I may have told you that recently Coalition has been working on getting the New York Freedom to Read Act passed.
Yeah.
I'm happy to report that the Freedom to Read Act has passed both the New York Assembly and the Senate.
You did the thing.
And it is now awaiting the governor's signature.
Yes.
Now, having spoken to someone at the New York ACLU this morning about like what our next steps, her feeling is that it's probably going to be a while before she signs it.
Okay.
Like possibly after the election. So like, I don't know why yet. Like I want to go back and have those conversations, but like why, having our next steps talk. Also, open shelves, which is so Freedom to Read Act have basically school libraries and open shelves is public libraries.
Okay.
And open shelves got through like halfway, like it passed the Senate, and I don't know if it's still because I guess the session is over, so I guess it didn't get through the assembly yet. But it got. I didn't know they were even going to try to press open shelves, but the Freedom to Read Act has gotten through, and at some point there will be an effort to make sure that the governor signs it.
Good work.
It's not enough. It doesn't go far enough.
But
it's a start. And if more of the underlying decisions that protect the freedom to read, including the PICO decision, are undermined, then more than ever. And the PICO decision has to do with like students having freedom of speech and freedom to read.
Yeah. Boom.
And because book banning is so brutal right now. So more updates on that coming, but it passed the Assembly and the Senate.
Great work. And on that note, we're back.
Yeah.
And Says Who is made possible by you through your support of our Patreon at patreon.com/sayswho. That's our Patreon where we're back on the boards every Sunday, most every Sunday. You get this all over again. You get me and Maureen doing the thing we call the Town Watch. That's if you give it the $5 level. Toss another $5 on that, and you get a sticker in the mail every month because you become a member of the best club, the Says Who Sticker Club. All that for you at patreon.com/sayswho. Our theme music was performed by Ted Leo. Thank you, Ted. Our logo was designed by Darth. We love you, Darth. You can contact us at SaysWhoPodcast.com on Blue Sky and at SaysWho at OMFG.town on Mastodon, or you can always email at HEY@SaysWhoPodcast.com. You can join the discussion on Facebook at /group/SaysWhovians. Our Facebook group is moderated by Janice Dillard. If you want to join the fan-run Discord server, there's always tinyurl.com/SaysWhoDiscord. Whatever you do, spread the word, subscribe, leave stars and reviews on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever it is that you listen. And you can join us next Wednesday, June 17th, for our very next episode. From my basement in Chicago, I'm Dan Sinker.
And from Pennsylvania, by way of Glastonbury, Tor, Cheltenham, London, and New York City.
Easy.
I'm back, baby. Well, you know, Dan, I'll be going away again soon.
Sure.
Couple weeks.
What now?
France.
Oh, I didn't know that. You're doing a
For
writing
writing.
thing? Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
But I'll be able to record no problem.
Okay.
Because I won't be go-karting.
Sometimes you got a go-kart.
Listen, I have to still download my video because they put a camera on your head.
Sure.
So I have to get my video of how fast I was going.
Perfect. Well, this has been Says Who.
You want me to? I didn't conclude. I did.
Yeah, I don't know that you said your name, but everyone knows who you are.
No, I'm just really glad that everyone knows everything I've done for the last.
Yeah, it's good. It's a little Maureen travelogue.
And then I ended it by being a flying arrow directly into the heart of where Trump was going.
Yes.
And will the cage match have happened by next week?
Yeah, well, the cage match is this weekend. It's also the big boy's birthday. He's having a little fight in his backyard for his birthday.
Oh, that's nice. Is he going to get cake?
I don't know.
Is it his 80th?
Yeah.
You want something special for that, like a cage match in your backyard.
Exactly.
That's why you rip down part of the building that you don't own and then you build a cage match arena. Mm-hmm. How long has it taken them to build this fucking arena?
I mean, they're building an entire arena. It takes a minute.
It's an actual full arena?
Essentially, it's a very large lighting rig and seats and floor and,
And how long are they going to leave that up?
Don't know. I mean, I would assume it would take a similar amount of time to break down.
Doesn't he kind of want it to remain or something?
I mean, I think just leave it up.
Sure. And then anytime like Marco Rubio and somebody have to fight, they have to go have a cage
Exactly.
match.
They got to go in the cage.
Great. Now I got to watch JD Vance with no pants on wrestling a Marco Rubio over trade agreements.
That would be the absolute saddest little slap fight that has ever existed.
Who would win that cage fight?
Nobody. The American people would win.
Rubio v. Vance. Who's winning? Cage fight.
No one. They would both, like, the lightest tap, and they would both just start complaining. He hit me.
I think... I bet Vance fights dirty. And I think Rubio can effectively run around the circumference of the ring.
I don't know. Anyway. But
for some reason, they have no pants on. Is that correct? Is that how cage matches go?
Yeah, definitely. They would just be wearing little trunks.
Awesome. Well, I have that to look forward to.
Definitely.
It's great to be back in a totally normal country.
Go back.
This has been Says Who.